This small hillock, located almost at the center of the Vijayawada city in South India, derives its name from the memorial stupa or column built on the crest to commemorate the centenary of Mahatma Gandhi. Vijayawada was chosen as one of the 6 places to build memorial columns for Gandhi because of its historical significance during the freedom struggle led by Gandhiji. On 31st March 1921, the All India Congress Committee held its session at Vijayawada and had taken 3 crucial decisions. The program of raising a Swaraj Fund of ₹1 crore, enrollment of 1 crore Congress members, and spinning of yarn in homes through 20 lakhs charkas formulated by Gandhiji was unanimously accepted by the committee. It was here during the historic session the tricolor with charka in the center was adopted as the flag of the Congress party. The Gandhi National Memorial Trust acquired the hillock located in the middle of the city to build a memorial. This hillock, occupying an area of 18 acres and with a height of 500 feet, used to have a bungalow at the top, from the patios of which the legendary Sir Arthur Cotton oversaw the construction of the Anicut across River Krishna. The foundation stone for the construction of the memorial column was laid by the then Prime Minister, Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri, on 9th November 1964, and the complete structure was inaugurated by the then President, late Dr. Zakir Hussain, on 6th October 1968. Thus, a new landmark for the city of Vijayawada and a historical monument perpetuating the memory of the great soul was born. The Memorial Stupa, designed by the famous Bengali artist and sculptor Nandalal Bose, combines both the modern and Buddhist styles, attracts hundreds of visitors every day. The stupa, which measures 52 feet from its base, was built on the apex of the hilltop. The red marble and sandstone used for its construction was obtained from Rentachintala village of the adjoining Guntur district. Sculptors and master masons from Durgi village of the same district worked for nearly 3 years to give shape to the design of the architect. The main column stands on a 3-tier platform. The circular-shaped first-level platform is embedded with beautifully carved pictures on soft granite depicting rural Indian household activities like milking cow, pounding grain by a couple, using a stone grinder, spinning yarn by using charka, and a frontal view of the Sabarmati ashram. On the eastern side, 2 embedded marble stones give the details of the historical importance of the stupa. The square-shaped second-level platform contains the list of the 11 O's of Gandhiji on 3 sides in 3 languages. The 11 O's are fixed to the sides in stone-cut letters in Telugu on the eastern side, in English on the northern side, and in Hindi on the southern side. The western side contains the features of Ramraj of Gandhiji's dreams in Telugu. The main column with a 4-sided rectangular shape soars majestically into the sky. On the eastern side of the column, elegantly carved picture of the Mahatma dominates the view. The column ultimately erupts into a full-blossomed 12-petaled lotus, symbolizing fully opened Kundalini, that is a spiritually matured soul. One can also read 2 Sanskrit phrases often quoted by Gandhiji: Satyameva Jayate, truth always triumphs, and Satyam Nasti Paramo Dharmaha. There is no better virtue than truth, etched on the decorative base of the lotus. And his much loved Chaka was etched on the east and western sides of the same base. The Gandhi Stupa is not just a memorial column. It is an attempt to pass on the noble principles successfully practiced by a great soul to the future generations.